The wealth management industry is huge. With so many career opportunities and different types of firms, it can be overwhelming. The question is, are you at the right financial firm, model, and type? So let's make some sense of it. At the Rummage Group, we've spent thousands of hours researching the wealth management industry, and what we've discovered and learned is eye-opening. We break the industry into firms, models, and types. There are about 2,000 broker-dealers and over 20,000 RIAs and independent plug-and-plays that employ financial advisors. Making up these firms are 10 different models. 1. RIAs. 2. Independents. 3. Independent plug-and-plays. 4. Hybrids. 5. Wirehouses. 6. Regional firms. 7. Boutiques. 8. Insurance companies. 9. Banks. 10. And finally, discount firms. We further break the 10 models into 3 distinct types and have given them nicknames. 1. Hunter firms. 2. Gatherer firms. 3. And Skinner firms. We'll look at a chart of the 10 models in a minute, but first let's discuss the 3 distinct types. Each one of these types requires the financial advisor to have different skills to maximize success. Just like our early ancestors in a village, there were 3 basic roles: the hunter, gatherer, and skinner. The hunters would literally hunt for the village's food. A high level of skill and risk-taking was required, and those possessing these skills would become the hunters. The gatherers foraged for plants, nuts, and berries, which required less risk and skill, but was vitally important to the success of the village. The skinners relied on the safety of the village to process the food found by the hunters and gatherers. Though less risk and skill were required as a skinner, they played a big role in the village's success. Now that we've discussed the 3 types of firms, let's categorize which models fall into each type and discuss them. At hunter firms, the advisors are not typically given any clients, referrals, and seldom leads. Success lies in the advisor's ability to hunt for new prospects and turn them into clients. Firms in this type are just providing product, technology, support, and occasionally benefits. These things are commodities which could be purchased by any advisor. Though some firms could provide extensive education and marketing assistance, most don't. Finally, at a hunter firm, the advisors do not typically own their books, unless it's a 1099 model. Gatherer firms are made up of 1. Banks and one-off unique firms. Gatherer firms provide something the hunter firms do not: referrals and leads. Both hunter and gatherer firms provide advisors with products and technology, but because of the referrals at gatherer firms, advisors can grow at a much faster rate. Not all gatherer firms are made equal, because some provide more leads, referrals, and access to existing clients. Finally, at a gatherer firm, the advisor does not typically own their book of business. Skinner firms are made up of 2. Discount firms and off-one unique firms. Since Skinner firms do an abundance of advertising, client acquisition is provided by the firm, and therefore clients are very loyal to the company, advisors at this type of firm are required to upsell, cross-sell, and service the existing client base, and compensation is salary plus bonus. Here too, the advisor does not own their book. The firm does. Now that we have defined the 3 types, let's look at a table outlining all 10 models. Now that we know the 10 models, let's discuss common misconceptions about them. Some advisors believe wirehouses push advisors to sell proprietary products. Not true. Many years ago this happened, but not much anymore. Some advisors believe independent firms don't have the product and technological capabilities of the big firms. Not true. The best independent firms have equal or better technology and product offering than most firms. Some advisors believe if you go independent, your payout will be about 50% after you pay all of your expenses. Not true. The average advisor at an independent firm typically nets 70% of their revenue. And finally, some advisors believe banks only sell annuities, have fewer products, poor technology, and cater to tiny clients. Not true. The best banks have almost everything the wirehouses do. While many banks are still behind the times, the good ones have great technology, a deep product offering, and a high average account size. These misconceptions float around the brokerage industry like terrible viruses, often preventing advisors from investigating a more fitting model or type firm. For example, many advisors at a wirehouse or regional firm don't receive much help growing their books, yet the firms take a large percentage of their production. For these advisors, they could double their pay and quality of life by going independent. If they like the idea of independence but feel overwhelmed at the idea, the independent plug-and-play model might be a solution. We sometimes find advisors who have been struggling with low growth rate or production. These advisors would clearly benefit from a firm or model that provides referrals or marketing help and education. It's always better for individuals to understand their strengths and weaknesses. At the Rummage Group, we help advisors achieve their goals by matching them to the best firm, model, and type. If you're not achieving the success you desire, maybe it's time to discover why. To learn more or receive a free and confidential consultation 360, please reach out to one of our consultants.